Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this video, guys. My name is Liaquat Zaman. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Beautiful day today outside, mashallah. And it's a beautiful poem today as well. Diwan of Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib radiallahu anhu, which many of you guys have been eagerly waiting for, has come. It's a bit of a long poem today, but inshallah I know you guys enjoy these long poems as much as I do. If you have any suggestions or questions, please leave them in the comments below. I love reading your comments and your ideas, and even the kind of nice little points that you guys see that went over my head. You guys can put them in the comments, inshallah. Hit the like, subscribe button and share the videos. He says, وَأَفْضَلُ قِسْمِ اللَّهِ لِلْمَرْءِ عَقْلُهُ فَلَيْسَ مِنَ الْخَيْرَاتِ شَيْءٌ يُقَارِبُهُ إِذَا أَكْمَلَ الرَّحْمَنُ لِلْمَرْءِ عَقْلَهُ فَقَدْ كَمُلَتْ أَخْلَاقُهُ وَمَآرِبُهُ يعيش الفتى في الناس بالعقل إنه على العقل يجري علمه وتجاربه يزين الفتى في الناس صحة عقله وإن كان محظورا عليه مكاسبه يشين الفتى في الناس قلة عقله وإن كرمت أعراقه ومناصبه ومن كان غلابا بعقل ونجدة فذو الجد في أمر المعيشة غالبه. He says, أفضل قسم الله, the best. أفضل means the best. قسم الله, the distribution of Allah. قسم قسم يقسم تقسيم, just like in the Quran where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says نحن قسمنا بينهم معيشتهم. قسم تقسيم. So وأفضل قسم الله للمرء, مر, a person. The best distribution, the best thing that Allah has distributed amongst the people for a person is aql. In other words, out of all the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have given a person, the best thing that they can actually have in their life is sound intellect, really good understanding. Aql. You call this aql. In Arabic, the word aql actually also means something that ties something else as well. Because the aql is supposed to be that which ties you, stops you from doing bad things. Okay, so the aql is called like the tying tool, right? It ties things, stops people from doing things emotionally that they're not supposed to do. So a person who has a very good sound judgment, you say this person has a good aql. So the best thing that Allah can distribute, qasam, He can give out, the best thing that Allah can give out to a person is aql. فَلَيْسَ مِنَ الْخَيْرَاتِ شَيْءٌ يُقَارِبُ. And there is nothing from the khairat, from the goodness that Allah gives out. If you had to put it all in a table, there is nothing that comes close. يقارب, قارب يقارب تقريب, قارب يقارب مقاربة rather, means to come close to something. You might say, for example, in this race, Zayd came close to his brother in the race. Right? So قاربه. His laysa min al khayrat of various variety of goodness. There is nothing from the variety of goodness, no shade from the variety of goodness which comes close to aql, right? No wealth and health, not even health, family. Aql is the, like you could say, the best gift that you can ever be given by Allah. إِذَا أَكْمَلَ الرَّحْمَنُ لِلْمَرْءِ عَقْلَهُ. When Rahman, the most merciful, Allah's name, أَكْمَلَ يُكْمِلُ إِكْمَال, it means to complete, to perfect. لِلْمَرْءِ, for a person, عَقْلَهُ, his aql, his sound judgment, his mind. Now, I don't like using the word intellect too much because aql actually refers to the ability that a person has to control themselves from, lashing out with their emotions, right? So intellect is a word that is used, but rather the aql, like in the Quran, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says they are not ya'qilun, they are not using their aql. So when Allah, He completes for a person aql, He gives them like the full aql experience, rather than a person who only uses 30-40% of their aql and the other time they use their emotions. When Allah Rahman gives a person full complete aql, فَقَدْ كَمُلَتْ أَخْلَاقُهُ وَمَآرِبُهُ. Then indeed, كَمُلَتْ, it has become complete. Now notice, أَكْمَلَ يُكْمِلُ إِكْمَال, it means to complete something else. And kamula yakmulu, it means to become complete. So it's like the fi'l lazim and the fi'l muta'addi. Yeah, so a fi'l which is restricted to a particular thing, and a muta'addi is something which extends onto something else. If you know the English terms for muta'addi and lazim, put it in the comments. فَقَدْ كَمُلَتْ أَخْلَاقُهُ. Akhlaq, it means character. Yeah, a person, the way that they behave. Khuluq actually means like the way a person does things without them even thinking about it. Right, that's khuluq. So if you are generous without even thinking about generosity, it just naturally second nature to you, it happens. You say this person has the khuluq of generosity. So akhlaquhu, akhlaq means character or multiple, plural. Ma'arib is from the word irba. Irba means someone who has a need. And if you know in the Quran where this word ma'arib appears, I'll give you a clue. Surah Taha. Check out Surah Taha if you guys know where that is. This word ma'arib, put it in the comments below. I'm going to see which one of you guys. Is it Askhan? Is it going to be Mullah? Who is going to get this right, inshallah? فَقَدْ كَمُلَتْ أَخْلَاقُهُ. Then indeed this person's character would have been completed, and ma'aribuhu, all of their needs would have been fulfilled. Meaning that there's a correlation between a person who has sound judgment and between a person's character, good character, and between their needs being fulfilled. يَعِيشُ الْفَتَى فِي النَّاسِ بِالْعَقْلِ إِنَّهُ. عَاشَ يَعِيشُ, it means to live, to be able to, like what we're doing now here. Right? So what you do, how you go around, how you do things. So يَعِيشُ الْفَتَى, a person lives. Fata is another word for mar, but fata is usually used for a young man. So يَعِيشُ الْفَتَى فِي النَّاسِ بِالْعَقْلِ. So a person, a young man lives amongst people with his aql. Sorry for that. In other words, what is he saying? He's saying basically, if you were to strip away everything from people, the way that humans interact with each other is with their aql. Aql is that thing which gives a person advancement. It gives a person progression, superiority over other people in many cases. So a person, young person, lives amongst people with their aql. If a person has complete aql, then the way that they will live will be like this. And if a person has less aql, then they live like this. إِنَّهُ عَلَى الْعَقْلِ يَجْرِي عِلْمُهُ وَتَجَارِبُهُ. Indeed, upon aql, based upon aql, ala al-aql, yajri ilmuhu, his knowledge will flow, meaning his knowledge will be applied. Jara ilmuhu. Wa tajaribuhu, and his tajarib is from the plural of tajriba. Jaraba, yajribu. And it's actually interesting, it's a word that's used for jarb. It's actually used like a skin disorder on camels. Camels have a skin disorder. It's like almost like what humans have, eczema. It's a similar skin disorder that they have, and they have to put this like tar, asphalt on their skin in order to stop that. So he says, tajriba, it means experience, something that you've gone through yourself and you've got gained experience through it. You call this tajriba, and tajarib is obviously that. And it also, la halima illa dhu tajriba, la hakima illa dhu tajriba. Yeah, so he says, يَعِيشُ الْفَتَى فِي النَّاسِ بِالْعَقْلِ. A person lives amongst people with their aql. إِنَّهُ عَلَى الْعَقْلِ يَجْرِي عِلْمُهُ وَتَجَارِبُهُ. His ilm and his tajarib experiences all flow, all occur, apply according to his aql. Meaning it doesn't matter how much knowledge you acquire, it doesn't matter how much life experience you have. If your aql is insufficient, is incomplete, then you can clearly see in the way that that person does things in life. And if a person has complete aql, the knowledge that they have gained and the experience, it takes it to another level. يَزِينُ الْفَتَى فِي النَّاسِ صِحَّةُ عَقْلِهِ. Zana yazinu, it means to become beautified. So يَزِينُ الْفَتَى, the fa'il of yazin is صِحَّةُ عَقْلِهِ. So let's break this down then. So siha, it means soundness, the health, the correctness. Aql, obviously again, is sound judgment. So the health, the soundness of a person's aql beautifies a person amongst the people. Meaning when people look at a person and that person has really good healthy intellect, aql, this makes that person look much more beautiful than anyone else. It's like people generally love people who have sound intellect, people who control themselves at the time of arguments or fighting and are able to really, maintain composure in these situations. Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever seen this yourself? And if you have, put it in the comments as well. I like to hear your stories as well. And I've seen this many times as well, where there is a person and you see, subhanallah, look at this guy. This guy has taken a situation and he has made so much use of that situation, taken so much benefit from that, that he did not allow his emotions to go loose, and he controlled his composure, and now people have lots of respect for him. So yazinul fata, a fata is beautified finnas sihhatu aqlihi, with the sihha, with the health, with the soundness of his aql. Wa in kana mahdhuran alayhi makasibu, even if, wa in kana, even if, kana mahdhur means banned, right? So hadara, hadar with a dhad, it means like something is not allowed, something is manhi, prohibited, haram. Alayhi makasibuhu. Yeah, so if you know what the word mahdhur in the Quran is as well, put it in the comments below. Let's see how many words you can collect from the Quran. Makasib is from the word maksab, which means earnings, right? So your kasb is your earnings. Kasaba yaksibu. So he's saying, even if this person is penniless, meaning even if the doors of earning are banned for this guy. It's an Arab way of saying basically the guy is penniless, poor. You'd say kasab is haram upon this guy, meaning this guy has not had the fortune to be able to earn anything. So in kana mahdhun, even if this guy is poor himself, but he has sihhatu aql, his aql is sahih, then in this case it will be considered to be something which is good, right? So yazinul fata, a person will be beautified if his aql is sahih amongst people, even if he has no wealth or no money to his name. Yashinul fata, shana yashinu. Shana yashinu is the opposite of zana yazinu. Shana yashinu shayn, which means to make something like tarnished, ugly. Yashinul fata tarnishes a person fin nasi qillatu aqlihi. So qilla means lack of, and aql is the sound judgment, intellect. So in other words, a person when he has less intellect, then this tarnishes their status. This has a really bad impact on their status in the eyes of the people. Yashinu, opposite of yazinu. وَإِن كَرُمَتْ أَعْرَاقُهُ وَمَنَاصِبُهُ. So karumat becomes noble, honorable, generosity as well as used for this word. Kareem, you probably heard this word. وَإِن كَرُمَتْ أَعْرَاق. Araq, it means like, it can mean the roots of something, right? It can mean like the veins. So a'raq of a person, ariqa or araq, it refers to like their roots, family roots, their heritage. So karumat a'raquhu. So even if that person's family lineage is very, very noble, its a'raq are really, really high and you know, of a high caliber. Wa manasibuhu. Manasib is the jama of mansib, and nasab, mansib, manasib, it means status. Yeah, and this is a word you probably heard in Urdu as well and other languages being used. So even if this person is from a really noble family background, and even if this person has a really high position in the society, if he has lack aql, if he has little aql, then he will be considered to be tarnished in the eyes of the people. Okay, so how beautiful Ali radiallahu anhu presents this idea of how the importance of aql that a person has. وَمَنْ كَانَ غَلَّابًا بِعَقْلٍ وَنَجْدَةٍ. And whoever is ghallab, whoever is overpowering, bi'aqlin, with aql, and najda means like to have support. Support is also a word that's used for najda. فَذُو الْجَدِّ فِي أَمْرِ الْمَعِيشَةِ غَالِبُهُ. The person, dhu, possessor of jad. Possessor of jad means the possessor of hard effort. Jad. So jad can mean hard effort, and it can also mean richness as well. Here it means richness. The possessor of wealth, ghina, just like وَلَا يَنْفَعْ ذَا الْجَدِّ مِنْكَ الْجَدُّ. Yeah, so the possessor of ghina, the possessor of wealth, cannot benefit. So dhul jaddi, the possessor of wealth, fi amr al ma'ishati, in regards to the matter of earning, ma'isha, aish, same root letters, غالبه, will be overpowering over him. So what does this mean? It means if there's two guys, one person has really good sound intellect and another person doesn't have sound intellect but is very, very wealthy. So when it comes to the matter of wealth, clearly this guy is going to be head and shoulders above the guy with aql. Yeah. But in the eyes of the people, the guy with the aql will be loved more than the person simply with wealth. Right? So he's saying, unfortunately, this is how life is. If a person has aql, there is no correlation between having aql and being wealthy. Right? So a lot of people who have aql, unfortunately, might not be wealthy, and a lot of people who have wealth might not have the aql. Anyway, so I think this is a very beautiful poem. Nice summarization of how he's kind of like brought to the audience attention the concept of aql and how important it is for a person to work on themselves, on their sound judgment, and not allowing the emotions to overtake them. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Write in the comments what you guys have understood from this poem. Now let's look at a few expressions here. For example, like أفضل قسم الله المرء عقله. Right? So أفضل قسم الله. Yeah, so this is a nice expression that you might want to use. أفضل قسم الله رزق الرزق. You might want to say that as well. يقاربه is a nice word. فلان قارب فلان. هذا الرجل قارب صديقه. And أكمل الرحمن عقله. I like this sentence as well. This person, Allah has completed for him his aql. Yeah. And also يزين الفتى يعيش الفتى. يشين الفتى. يزين الفتى يشين الفتى. This is a very nice way of looking at it as well. Yeah. So زان فلان and shana yashinu. Now, if you remember in the Shafi's poetry, I also mentioned this poem, لَقَدْ زَانَ الْبِلَادَ وَمَنْ عَلَيْهَا. Right? If you know what poem that is, put in the comments below. And yeah, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys benefit from this. Now I'll explain it in Arabic, inshallah, for those of you guys who like to listen to Arabic. يقول سيدنا علي بن أبي طالب رضي الله عنه وأفضل قسم الله للمرء عقله. يعني أفضل ما منح الله سبحانه وتعالى للإنسان لو وازنته بينها لوجدت العقل يفوق كلها. فليس من الخيرات شيء يقاربه. يعني ليس من الخيرات التي أنزلها الله سبحانه وتعالى على الإنسان ومنحه إياه يقارب العقل، يعني يداني العقل، يأتي قريب من العقل. العقل يعني قد سبق الغايات. إذا أكمل الرحمن للمرء عقله، يعني عندما يعطي الله سبحانه وتعالى الإنسان عقلا كاملا، يعني يعطيه عقلا كاملا، يمنحه ويهبه عقلا كاملا ويهبه، فقد كملت أخلاقه ومآربه. فقد أصبحت أخلاق هذا الإنسان من الصبر والشكر والإكرام وغير ذلك من الأخلاق التي يعني يتحلى بها الإنسان الكامل. كملت أخلاقه ومآربه. مآربه يعني حوائجه. يعيش الفتى في الناس بالعقل. يعني خلاصة الأمر أن الإنسان عندما يعيش بين الناس في المجتمع، في البيت أو في المجتمع، يعيش بالعقل. الناس يوازنون بين الناس بالعقل، بعقولهم. إنه على العقل يجري علمه وتجاربه. يعني حسب العقل، إذا كان الرجل عنده عقل كامل، فكلما حصل عنده من العلوم، كلما حصل عنده من التجارب الحياة، مما شاهد ومما يعني عاش فيه، كل هذه العلوم والتجارب هي تكون وفق طبق هذا العقل. وإذا كلما قل العقل فيجد الإنسان النقص في تطبيق العلم والتجربة. يزين الفتى في الناس صحة عقله. فصحة عقل الإنسان يعني العقل الصحيح الذي لا يعتريه أي نقص، صحة العقل يجعل الإنسان مزين جميلا جدا. يجمل الإنسان في أعين الناس، وإن كان محظورا عليه مكاسبه، وإن كان هذا الرجل كسبه وما حصل من الرواتب ومن المال يعني ممنوع عليه. يعني معنى هذا بأنه وإن كان فقيرا مسكينا لا شيء له خالي الوفاض، يعني الرجل ليس عنده شيء، مع هذا إذا كان عنده عقل صحيح فهذا يجعله في أعين الناس جميل ومزين جدا. يشين الفتى في الناس قلة عقله، لكن الإنسان عندما يقل العقل عنده ويعني يرسل عواطفه وشعوره ولا يقيدها ولا يمنعها، فيصبح عند الناس في أعين الناس شين، يصبح شين يعني يصبح عليه عار، يعني شيء سيء يعني غير جيد. وإن كرمت أعراقه ومناصبه، وإن كان هو من عائلة كريمة ذو شرف أو ذي شرف ومناصب وله منصب عالي في الناس، يعني له عمل عالي أو له شغل عالي مهنة. ومن كان غلابا بعقل ونجدة، لكن الرجل إذا كان حاصل عنده غلابا بعقل، غلاب معناه أنه يعني يغلب على الآخرين، يغلب على كل شيء بعقله، ونجدة، ويعني نجدة معناه مساعدة، فذو نصر، فذو الجد، فصاحب الجد صاحب الغنى صاحب المال الغني في أمر المعيشة غالبه بالنسبة إلى الكسب، بالنسبة إلى الفلوس الأموال سيكون غالب أو أغلب من ذلك. نعم، وهذا من قسم الله سبحانه وتعالى. ليس هناك أي مناسبة بين العقل وبين غنى الرجل. قد يكون يعني في عادة في غالب الأحوال تجد الرجل إذا كان عنده عقل يكون فقير، وإذا كان الرجل يعني كان غنيا فعقله يعني يكون ناقص قليل. طيب، جزاكم الله خير. Thank you very much for watching this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you guys think of this poem. Is anything that pops out to you guys and any suggestions. Thank you to all my patrons for supporting my channel. May Allah bless all of you guys for your kind donations. If there's any questions that you guys have, please leave them in the comments below. And as you can see, the 100,000 subscriber plaque in the background there. Inshallah, I'm going to try to hang it up somewhere better so you guys can see it. Jazakallah khair for all your kind support, guys. It means a lot to me. You know, all the support that you guys have shown allowed me to reach this level. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless all of our efforts. And I will see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.